Hey, 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 it's Monday. I always look at the clock. I don't know why, but it's almost lunchtime, and some of you guys are going to be hopping on lunch here in just a few minutes. And so I had a little extra time this morning, so I thought I'm going to get this baby done early. So it is Monday Mojo time. So I know Monday is always hard. I don't know, today I'm feeling a little tired, and we are third weekend to the month of January. So many of us we've been talking about goals and getting moving and doing the right stuff. And week 3 is about the time for a lot of people where they start kind of fading out just a little bit when it comes to their New Year's resolutions and their overall goals and what they're wanting to accomplish. Because life is happening. We're still working, we're still living, COVID's still happening, all that crazy stuff. So what I want you to think about today, my topic today is staying on track, even when it feels like things aren't working the way we want it to, okay? Because I think for some of us, actually most of us, we all want instant results and we all want things to shift and change and be moving immediately. And not only that, we want it drastically moving so that we keep that motivation going. But for some of us, especially depending upon the goals that you're going after this month, if it's weight loss, if it's exercise, maybe it's changing a habit like cutting out sugar, we as humans absolutely want to see results. And when we don't see the results that we think we should be having, we give up. We give up, guys, because it is easy to have the instant fix when we live in an instant world, right? But what I want to do today and give you a little motivation toward is things that are really important to us usually don't change overnight. And if they do change drastically pretty quickly, I hate to say this, but we didn't work hard enough for it probably to where it really makes us feel like I need to keep working toward this and doing the right stuff. So those of you who are hopping on, I would love for you to share. If you're hopping on later, share this video and even give a comment in the video. Like the video, whatever. I want to make sure people are engaging because that, of course, helps my content as well go up. But I do feel like what I share on Mondays really is very important to what's going on in people's lives. And usually this is where we're at, guys. Like by week 3, we tad and we're already ready to give up. And I feel that way too sometimes, don't get me wrong. But if this is something you really want to go after, the truth of the matter is you're going to work for it. And you've got to learn to push through and stick to the plan even when things aren't moving as fast as you want them to do. So I wanted to give you 3 little tips today, or big tips, however you want to look at it, on how you can move forward if you're not getting the results that you want to. But first, for most of us, number 1, when it's not happening quickly, we either quit. That's a lot of people. We're done and we quit. Secondly, if things are not moving fast enough or changing the way we want them to, we push harder, meaning like we cut our calories way down. We totally throw the plan out the window and we just do something completely different, even though we had a really good plan. And thirdly, maybe you are the type that you just stay with what you're doing and you stay stagnant even if it's not working, okay? So there's a lot of options here of what we would do if things are not working properly, okay? But the tips that I want to give you today when it comes to whether it's weight loss, whether it is, like I said, changing habits, just getting healthier, the truth of the matter is for most of us, especially women, and most of my clients and most of you watching are women, it doesn't usually happen overnight. It takes work, it takes consistency, and it takes dedication, right? We women with hormones, unfortunately, takes a little bit of time sometimes to get where we want to go. So what I want to share with you today are 3 tips on how can you keep moving forward even when it feels like nothing's changing. Number one, the first thing tip I want to give you is, are you sure you're actually not getting results? Okay? Especially let's use weight loss. Our end all be all for most people is the scale. And if the scale isn't moving drastically, then I'm failing. Not true. Not true. And any of you who have worked with me one-on-one know this is not true. The scale doesn't always move the way we want it to. The scale fluctuates day to day and hour to hour. So if you do not know this, don't weigh yourself 5 times a day from morning to night, because you're going to honestly fluctuate from morning to night and even day to day. Okay? So I don't even recommend weighing yourself every single day. I recommend at most twice a week, but best is once a week. You pick the same day and you only weigh 1 time a week at the same exact time. And that is in the morning when you get up, go potty, probably in your underwear and bra or your underwear if you're a dude, and weigh the same way every time. Okay? Because here's the thing, even if the scale isn't moving, are your clothes getting looser? Are your cravings getting better? Are your inches going down? Are you sleeping better? Do you have a better attitude and a better mood? We are looking at the big picture. I want you to quit looking at the little tiny baby snapshot, which is just the scale. I need you looking at the big picture and paying attention to all the things that are shifting and changing, not one thing. Okay? Second tip is, have you actually given your plan enough time? I know we all want to lose like 30 pounds in a month, okay? Or whatever, fill in the blank. It doesn't happen like that unless you are drastically doing crazy things that you cannot maintain for a lifetime, okay? So give your plan some time. There are some women, let me just say this, use me as an example. If I have a bad weekend, I'm a health coach, but maybe I have a bad weekend. You know what? It takes my body a week, guys, to drop that bad weekend. Okay? So we have to be consistent and do the right thing over and over and over and over and over. And then we receive the prize, right? Which is what we're trying to go after. And it takes work. So just know this, that just because you exercised harder for 3 days, or maybe this week you've just like kicked butt, right? Like you've worked out 5 days, you've ate clean, but the scale ain't moving. So then Friday night you're like, screw it, I'm out. Did 5 days, nothing happened. So then I go and binge over the weekend, or I go have pizza and Chinese and every salty friggin' food there is. The truth of the matter is, the results you would have got if you would have just stayed on your plan would have shown up probably in the next few days, but now you're back at square one again. So get out of that mindset that if it's not happening right now, it's not going to happen, and then we self-sabotage, okay? Third tip I want to ask you is this. Are you really following your plan? Because here's the thing, we have a plan, we're gonna work out like this, we're gonna eat like this, we're gonna drink this much water, but 4 days out of 7, I cheated, I had sugar, we had lunch, somebody brought lunch in, it was somebody's birthday, so I had something. Some of our bodies, we gotta be on point, and we gotta stay on point, and those little things that happen several times a day throughout the week actually add up. So are you actually sticking to the plan, or are you cheating even a little? Okay? Are you not staying true and changing stuff up? Maybe one day you do this and the next day you do this and the next day you do that. Stay true to your plan and give it at least 30 days before you start changing stuff. Okay? So lastly, are you actually working hard enough or just getting by? Okay? So here's the thing. Especially with exercise, this is probably an area for a lot of people that they will start walking or they'll start doing something, but they're not breaking a sweat. Their heart rate isn't coming up. They're moving and they're active, but are you actually exercising? Does that make sense? There's a difference between activity and movement versus I'm exercising and I'm working hard and I'm pushing my body a little harder than it likes. Okay? Nobody in the beginning likes to exercise hard. Not when you're first starting, because it hurts and it sucks and it's not fun. And most of us don't like to sweat. I do. The more I sweat, I know that I'm working out hard. So I want you to really think about, is what you're doing enough? Okay? And then I want to kind of end on these things. I want you to do a review and just make sure the choices you're making are actually aligning with what you're trying to accomplish. Are your actions actually the right things? Are you doing enough? So maybe you're doing it right. Then I want you to think about what is one thing you could change. If you've stuck to it for at least 30 days and you followed through, what's one thing you could do better? Could I add more time on my activity? Could I cut more sugar out? Could I have less Starbucks during the week? Could I eat out less and bring a lunch more often that's going to be a little cleaner? What are some things, maybe one thing, make one change at a time, do that for a week and see if anything shifts. The reason why I say one change, guys, is because if you start changing 500 things or you change everything, you don't even know what actually worked and what you needed to do. Maybe one change was all you needed to make to get stuff moving in the right direction. All right? So I hope that helps a little bit to kind of keep you focused and really evaluating what you've been doing, staying on track versus self-sabotage. Okay, that's the goal here. And just really hone in on, am I being as honest as I can be with myself, and am I doing the right stuff? Lastly, did you give it at least 30 days before you started overhauling everything and throwing it all in the trash? Stick to the plan, change one thing at a time, work hard, give it all you got, and let's see you come out on the other side, moving towards your goal in a healthy way. All right, guys, if you don't know who I am, my name is Angie Rose, and I own Angie Rose Health Coaching here in Grand Island. Maybe you're seeing this video because somebody shared this on their wall. Share, 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 my friends. I just want you to know that maybe you're in a place you need to work with someone and you're not quite getting there on your own. I do offer a 1-hour free consultation to help you lose weight, to help you set goals, to help you get going. You can visit my website, which is angierosehealthcoaching.com, or you can give me a call at 308-850-2419. Set up a 1-hour free. You don't have to be in Grand Island, Nebraska. You can be anywhere, guys. I can do this long distance through Zoom, through Facebook, all kinds of things. So I love it, Trace. So I love you guys. Thanks for watching this week. Hang in there. Week 3 of January, get it. Go after it. Do it. Don't give up. Talk to you next Monday.